whore. Don't do this.
Clip! You fool!
Today, we're wondering what's in the allegedly felonious Potomac waters, what's really the most expensive zip code in Utah, and why it took so long for a certain someone in jail to meet their end. We're getting into it all, saddies. What's up? I'm Monique.
And I am Angie K's Black MX card.
Ooh, I'll be the other.
They're perfect.
All right, so let's get into it. Dr. Wendy and Eddie.
I don't want to say excited's not the word, because that's bad. I was not excited. Honestly, I was disappointed, maybe even crushed. But I saw this news on Instagram. Somehow Baller Alert has become like one of my main news sources.
Oh, no.
And I ran up the stairs.
Well, I guess my main news source is Reddit, so it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did run up to my office to tell me right away.
Didn't care if you were in a meeting, kicked down the door, screamed.
Yep. And I was like, no way. I didn't believe it, actually. So they
I
were.
didn't either.
Yeah. And they're innocent until proven guilty. Let's make sure we.
Everything in this episode is absolutely alleged.
Not the whole episode.
I mean, it might as well be. Honestly, I might do this on every episode now.
So they were arrested for criminal fraud charges, 16 to Wendy, 18 to Eddie. And it's because on April 7th of 2024, they were
quote unquote robbed.
Quote unquote robbed. They reported a burglary in their house while they were away in Jamaica, and they said that the stolen items totaled like $200K. And the house was ransacked. There was a mattress on the floor, but the detectives felt a little sus.
Wait, I thought it was they did like $420K in like insurance claims or something.
Yeah, so they initially reported that, and then when they had to start putting things into insurance, and of course, like the detectives had to be a part of that process too. The detectives didn't really care much about the money; it was more so like the burglary part initially.
I can imagine.
So after the insurance claims were all said and done, it totaled an interesting $420K. Blaze it. And it's found that Eddie actually sent Wendy emails asking to get the cost to around $423K because that's the max that their insurance claims would pay out.
It's crazy to have a paper trail on an insurance issue with your spouse. Like,
I just thought they were better than this. Smarter than this.
Again, we're never going to do crimes. Certainly never going to get caught. But part of the reason for that would be that if anything like that happened, I would just talk to you. I would walk upstairs.
Literally.
And say, hey, babes, got to get this insurance claim up. Allegedly.
Or call. Not email.
Yeah. There's a lot of options there. So I guess this is all, I don't think there's a ton to go on here. You mentioned here they're released on $50K bond. We don't know a ton, innocent until proven guilty, etc. I think the only thing that is the first lesson here, whether they've done it or not, if you're gonna stage a robbery, call Dorit first. Get some advice. You need a consultant for this. You can't just be claiming robbery willy-nilly.
Oh, no.
You have to call a professional.
Or only one of you should know about it. Like Dorit and PK, in my opinion.
True.
But
although that is just traumatizing your spouse. If you ever try to stage some type of robbery at our house, and especially if you don't tell me, I gotta be honest, you're not gonna love my attitude.
Damn, foiled once again. I can't believe you.
I didn't say I'd turn you in, but like I'd make a thing. I'd be mad. I'd make a whole thing about it. You'd never hear the end. I'll put it to you that way.
I never can.
The cops wouldn't hear anything. Don't worry. But
Well, I think what's crazy about this story is that essentially they were found out. A lot of people were suspicious. Like apparently even Tamara Judge got a text from one of Wendy's neighbors saying that the neighborhood was suspicious about this. But they were found out because Wendy was wearing a ring that was allegedly burglarized on a red carpet and then posted the picture of her wearing it on Instagram. And that's why.
Ma'am, you are a doctor. You are a doctor sunk by your own hubris. How does that happen?
I do always say Dr. Wendy, and I've been calling her Wendy. I lost a smidge of respect, but sorry, Dr. Wendy. So she also apparently had to resign from, well, she didn't have to, I guess, but she resigned from her position at Wesleyan University today or yesterday. So that's disappointing as well. But I don't know. I'm rooting for everybody black. So I'm hoping that
well,
they get out of this.
Congratulations. She's on the cast of Potomac. So I'm sure in that regard, you'll have someone to root for if she doesn't show back up. Although I hope she does, because she's still, again, truly the last person that I thought, like, I would have been less surprised if I found out Ariana Madix did this.
Yeah. I feel the same way, especially on this cast. I wouldn't have imagined they have her, I don't know if she still has her podcast thing, but her television show. But Happy Eddie,
she had a show. She had
her own talk show.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
I don't know if that's still a thing, but like I heard Happy Eddie was going really good the last time she was out and about talking about it. And
that's what drives.
It just feels like they squandered such esteem and prestige.
That really is one of those things to me that always alarms me about when Housewives stars talk about their businesses and I'm a businesswoman and all this other stuff, because I just feel like there's such a long storied history of like it kind of being either, the success being inflated or what have you. And I'm not saying that's necessarily the case, but I think if Happy Eddie, et cetera, was going great, why would you need $4.5 or a little over $400,000 of a cash infusion via your insurance company? Like what's going on with that?
Something. But speaking of rooting for anybody that's black on the show, it's interesting that I've somehow I liked Stacey from the last season of Potomac, but it's interesting how I've found myself liking her more the women pick on her. So she's having a rough time, but at least Wendy's seemingly nice to her this season, and they're getting along really well. I feel like the whole "you're not divorced, Stacey," or "you were never divorced," like it's just wild to me. Actually, TMZ was able to find their divorce records, but everything was like sealed, so you can't really see the names and stuff. But like, she was actually divorced from this husband, alleged husband.
I believe that. But this should speak to, this is a lesson about the power of one bad lie. And it does make it so, again, you lie about the TJ thing. Why would I believe you about anything now?
I don't know. When Jeff Lewis was on Watch What Happens Live with Ashley Darby, I agreed with what he said related to that she doesn't do herself favors with the way she answers questions. But I don't think she was lying about TJ. Like, or no, maybe Lucas Gage was one who used that terminology. But anyway, Jeff Lewis made a good point that maybe Stacey did not tell TJ that she would pay him money for being her staged boyfriend. But Jeff Lewis has paid people to be on the show with him, like on camera. And that could be a thing. Like, maybe Stacey was like, hey, here's how much I'm making. Like, if you are part of this as my friend, or.
But it wasn't as a friend.
Alleged lover.
it was as a fake relationship, which I'm big on, hey, entertainment is fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things in terms of like people think about how, we talked about it, I think last week with the cartel band in a bubble thing. Like that type of stuff is not uncommon for things to be, like, hey, we're kind of creating an illusion of what's really happening. But I think there's a big rule about production has to be in on it.
Touché.
And I think that one of the big premises of these successful reality shows, something that Andy certainly brings up a lot. I'm not saying he necessarily sticks to it or believes in it that hard, but that's been a recurring thing is, hey, this is all authentic. These are real people sharing their real lives. If you have a secret, it's going to come out. That's like his advice to every new housewife. If you have any secrets, they're going to come out. So why are you creating new ones? Why are you making up new secrets?
Yeah. And also, I don't know. Stacey had to know she'd get found out. So I'm just over that part of the storyline, I guess. That's why I'm just brushing it under the rug. Like, yeah, whatever. She told a guy that she would pay him for being on last season. And
I still somehow, I think maybe it's because like you get some grace as a long-standing cast member. I feel like this is worse than The Fraud by Wendy and Eddie. I feel more strongly about this.
Alleged fraud.
Alleged fraud.
Well, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, at least Wendy did it to like make a bag. This lady did it to give away a paycheck, hoping she might get another one and stick around for another season. How sad is that, Stacey?
She had divorced her husband right before, and she needed a love interest, I guess. I don't know. She needs help.
Go get... I don't know.
I just feel bad for her.
Also, it would have been a cooler storyline if she actually just hired a boyfriend.
It's like Kenya Moore did this before. Do you not remember?
Oh, I remember.
Walter. So,
I think, what was the other guy? Matt? I thought Kenya had several men who got
I feel like Matt was just like a crazy stalker.
Yeah, I think he was.
I don't think she paid him.
That's actually his whole plot line made me believe that, Kenya actually never did any of this.
The only other thing that stuck out to me in the latest Potomac episode was that Ashley's back with Josh. That Josh guy.
Yeah, Josh Harlow.
Like, she went on Love Hotel, so they broke up because she was like, oh, he wasn't really feeling that, and now she's back with him.
Understandable.
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
They're not feeling that part. It fascinates me that she was
even a contender for that show. She was with the man.
Something, I think, in your brain has to be somewhat broken to be on one of those shows, because it is. I feel like it's a fairly recurring theme on these dating shows. Not all of them, but often enough where, you find your person allegedly on the show, right off into the sunset, and then usually within like 2-3 months you're broken up again or something didn't work out. Ashley Darby went to this Love Hotel thing and had functionally a harem of eligible bachelors where she got to pick and choose and vet and take her time, and she whittled it down to one. These are all men that were ostensibly supposed to be a good fit for her based on XYZ reason, and she still wasn't happy and went back to the man that had her going on the show in the first place.
I don't know if he pushed her on to it.
I don't think he pushed her on, but I'm saying
she wasn't happy enough.
Yeah, something was missing.
It sounded like she called it like an obligation. So I don't know. Maybe she signed the contract before she met him. I have no idea. But yeah, so she chose that old man Ralph. I mean, older gentleman Ralph. And they're not together, obviously. She's back with
Ashley and Ralph.
Understand.
Can you imagine the monogram towels at that house?
AR.
Ashley and Ralph.
I don't understand her taste in men. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it there.
Yeah. I mean, she was with Michael.
Yeah.
I don't care. No amount of money in the world. No amount of money on earth for that man.
And then, wait, who was she with? Oh, and then Luke from Summer House.
Yeah, she's attracted to a bad personality, I think. Actually, I think honestly Luke is on the low end of problematic Bravo men, whatever. But
yeah,
he's cringe. He's cringe. He's not. I don't think he's awful.
Like that's how I feel. He got a bad at it.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad dude. I think he's just not fun or entertaining to watch.
Speaking of bad dudes, Real Housewives of Miami, they're on their final episode for the reunion airing tomorrow. And speaking of bad dudes, Todd is suing Bravo for $10 million. Did you know that? Do you know who Todd is? Alexia's.
Alexia's X-Man.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was the dead one. I was like,
I forget. What? How would that even happen?
I will haunt Bravo unless you give my estate.
Aw.
Sorry, buddy.
So it's for defamation. That man, he wanted a mojito. He definitely was with Alexia to be on this show. He has some...
You meant he just wanted a drink, and I was like, buddy, you're in Miami. There's easier ways.
No, it's like how Peter wanted a peach.
Oh, yeah.
Stay out of woman's business.
Peter really just wanted a peach?
That's what Nene said.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So,
Also, what a throwback Bravo character, which, honestly, I thought he would have, he's, to me, is a cardinal player in the world of Bravo men, and now it's been so long, it's like he never existed. I feel like.
Aww.
He sucked. Peter was awful. He just abused Cynthia's money and ran businesses into the ground. Ran businesses into the ground. That man was awful.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to. Let's do a whole episode on where is Peter?
What
is his last name?
I honestly
Gotta
don't
start.
know. Peter Bailey, is it?
Thomas.
Peter Thomas. Whoops.
The first thing I Google, Peter Thomas. Can someone explain Peter Thomas to me? Reddit.
Yo, honestly, doesn't that sum it all up?
We'll just start one episode. We just read comments from this. Anyway, so yeah, Todd's suing Bravo. That sucks. And then I also just love how Julia's big bombshell for the reunion backfired on her. She's probably not going to be on the next season. She announced this week that she's going to college to study opera now.
That is like an incel going to college for gynecology. That just does not make sense to me.
I'm actually very worried about her and her well-being. She does a lot of things that alarm me.
Yeah.
And like adopting 2 boys and changing their names, even though you don't care for your daughters that are in your life. So much so that you don't even know where they're going to college.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. Neither of us are professionals, but I'm gonna put on my psychiatrist cap, and my diagnosis is something's fucked up. something's not right with that lady.
And then there were rumors, I don't know if they're substantiated anyway, that Martina was calling around or like got a divorce lawyer because of that bombshell. Yeah, because also the whole, I don't know if you were watching the reunion part 2 with me, but Adriana said that Julia was sleeping with a Haitian funeral director and had to buy him a coffee maker in order to keep him quiet.
That's all it takes? Was it like a nice espresso machine, or like
I don't know.
All that for some Mr. Coffee?
Literally, I was just imagining like a Mr. Coffee Keurig when Adriana said that. But also, she had a few other affairs throughout their time. So Julia essentially was like trying to say that the bombshell had to come out because Adriana was holding it over her head because like 4 years ago or something, maybe 2 years ago. But she had said like, oh, you don't want me to break the fourth wall. You don't want me to say what I know. And Julia is alleging that it's that her and Adriana slept together. But Adriana's like, no, it's like all the other men you slept with. All those men you slept with, not me.
I just can't imagine being Martina's her name.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's how she found out that her wife cheated on her, not even just with a man, but with a straight lady, I feel like that would be soul crushing. Also, I think we looked into this the other day, but it is interesting to me. I personally think she's not coming back. That was a huge bombshell, and she has not been on Watch What Happens Live since the reunion was taped, has she?
No, she has not. I mean, there's still a possibility she'll be on tomorrow, so we'll see, but...
Doubt. Actually, no, I think, didn't we see the preview? I think it's like...
Oh, yeah, they do announce who's They announce the schedule, whoops.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be nice, because I've always not liked her.
Yep.
I was going to say, I feel like there was a time when...
The singing didn't turn it around for you?
When she did the farm stuff, I was like, oh, this is cute. But there's just always been something a little off about her.
Yeah.
She would like forcibly kiss the woman when she first joined and everything.
I missed that. But that's that should have been the first red flag.
So moving over to red flags of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Red flags. This whole episode was a green flag for me.
It was a red flag. These women are unhinged, and they need... It's so interesting to me that like peaceful psychic was there, because I was going to say that they need a yoga retreat or something. I don't understand.
No, they don't need a psychic or a yoga retreat, but that man needs a spinoff, because that's clearly what he's angling for.
I mean, he made it
I really think that someone... So for context, hopefully you've seen the show, but at one point he predicts that I believe it's like a horse of Angie's will get an injury. Then at the end of the episode, she like throws down a plastic toy horse that Lisa had bought for Elektra years ago or something, and she, the horse's leg broke. And I swear I would not be surprised. Speaking of the thing about how television and entertainment is all magic and illusion, I think somebody sniped that horse after it fell. I think someone shot that horse.
Well, I do hope that this intuitive consultant / astrologist / psychic Terrence Turner does get a spinoff.
I want to know where Lee Horsey Oswald is in all of this.
You can't stop thinking about this horse. So, all right, we're talking the garden party that, honestly, I adored Bronwyn and Meredith's outfits. The girls kind of bashed them, but Bronwyn was giving Midsummer. Meredith was giving something I've never seen in my life. Like her boots it was like a denim flower. Anyway,
wasn't that like her floral thing?
Yeah,
it was like gorgeous. She looked like a bunch of silver roses or something.
And then Mary always has funny moments, but I think it's interesting that she thinks like food does certain things to your body that I've never heard of. Like when they tried to give her the salmon tartare, she said it was going to develop a family in her belly and camp out, so she couldn't eat it. And she did the same thing with sparkling water a few seasons back, where she said it hardens your kidneys.
Also, just like how's this like a chopped up like. How's essentially a salmon thigh or whatever going to... they don't have thighs. But is that going to reproduce inside of her?
She literally was like, they're going to develop a family and the little babies are going to just never come out of me.
I did also... I was quite impressed that she clocked it immediately. She goes, how is this prepared? Tartare? I don't do tartares. I was like, well...
I thought it was for a better reason. And then the whole Britney... I've just never met or seen someone that's just so self-involved. I know you like Britney, so sorry for bashing your girl, but the fact
just so funny. She took so many L's in this episode for no reason. She didn't even really do anything.
She got so many strays. Well, Angie says that her house is for sale, and then Britney just immediately goes to Google it, and it's like, well, why don't you ask me? I'm a realtor. Like, do you know how intimate it is to sell your home? Why would you? You do. Or purchase a home? Like, why would she choose Britney of all people? Someone she said had high body count hair. Like, wouldn't Britney want vengeance? Why would she ever help? Anyway, going on a rant.
Well, speaking of her being a realtor, this is the thing that I feel like every realtor I've ever met does, which is she finds out her friend is selling a home. She immediately goes... I assume to realtor.com or something like that. And straight up.
Probably market leader, her own platform. But
oh, yeah, true. But then immediately just starts looking up how much did it go for. And then suddenly it leads to women comparing zip codes. What's the nicest? And I'm here to answer the question.
You've got the answers?
Allegedly, the highest income zip code, this is according to Forbes, highest income zip code in Utah is actually 84060. It's not even, I mean, I don't know Utah geography, but I don't believe it's even in the Salt Lake City area. It's Park City, Utah.
Park City.
Yeah, 84060.
Wow. Angie said it was Provo.
Well, I'll tell you what. I guess this is a segue. I've really done some soul searching this season.
Okay.
And I've really done a 180 on Angie. I think she's my new favorite. She is my new favorite Salt Lake City housewife by a city block. Well, I guess her and Bronwyn. Bronwyn is my unironic favorite, and then Angie has a little bit of like she's a little nuts, but it's fine. That just this episode really did it for me, and the thing that truly did it for me was the tossing of the multiple Amex black cards. Ooh.
That woman loves to toss stuff.
Yeah, loves to throw, which honestly, that's a redeeming quality in a Bravo star, in any Bravo star, but especially a housewife. But I do want to hone in on the Amex black card of it all, because it just jumps out at it jumped out at me at first as tacky, and I was like, oh, why would you're just throwing credit cards? Like, it's just a fucking credit card. Who cares?
I thought that was so badass to be throwing your black card.
Well, then I really looked into a black card. And my response truly is, yes, that is a flex. That is an invitation only card. You cannot apply to it. You can't like work in or whatever. Like, they come to you based on based on the balance that you've consistently held on other Amex cards. So she has not only one, she has multiple. And the fact that Lisa could not produce a single black card as a rebuttal, because my opinion is the only thing that's going to, if you're talking about how successful your businesses are, because that's the pissing contest the two of them happen to be in. If you can't produce a black card as a rebuttal, that means you actually, Lisa, you do not live a significantly different life than the other ladies, as you said to Heather. You do not lead a significantly different life than the other women unless it's significantly poorer based on this.
Oh, no. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay. Your thoughts, not mine.
I mean, well, Lisa, you had your shot. You could have opened your wallet.
She didn't say how different her life is. Maybe
I'm pretty sure she said very different.
I mean,
and also even just different is enough.
It could be
I do big things. I do big things. Well, clearly you can't afford them because you don't have any black cards.
Oh my.
And you know what? I'm bringing. Sorry, I hate to do this again, but I also want to bring this back around because the ladies brought up the whole shitting on Fresh Wolf thing, and I just want to be crystal clear. It is a C tier brand. I can't even find evidence that company exists on paper or exists in the real world. I cannot find a website.
They have an Instagram.
Their Instagram is clearly mostly bots. They're getting like 15 likes on a post.
You can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, you can buy it on Amazon. Yeah, I think that tells us everything. They do not provide. They simply are not the type of brand that should be in a high-end salon. They just are not. They do not. Fresh Wolf does not provide the appropriate brand and marketing support to be held in a high. Brand and marketing support to be sold in a high-end salon.
I would agree with that. Yeah, and I feel like most of the women probably agree as well that it was an offering for Angie to put Lisa's children's products in.
It sounded, it was charity, and it sounded, when the women were getting on her case, it sounded to me like I was just like, ladies, what are we talking about?
I think it's because Angie K was rabid during that lunch.
I was fully on her side, 100% on her side until she popped off at Mary, and honestly, when Mary flipped, I flipped.
Yeah, because so many people were on her side, but she was just she was seeing red.
Yeah.
And she couldn't take a breath. She couldn't calm down. Whitney even had to be like, be quiet. I'm on your side.
Yeah, I don't know if she was conscious.
I don't know. I really think she was seeing red.
Yeah.
And putting yourself in her shoes, I would too, because of the way Lisa Barlow gets away with things every single time. And then also, really, Lisa should have been in the hot seat that entire lunch because she did ask Angie to find information on Meredith or by whatever she.
Yeah, and also you threw a lunch where nobody fucking ate. I feel like if you're on one of these shows, if you're on a Housewives show, you throw a shitty lunch or a shitty vacation, which actually I guess Angie's on the hook for that one for a shitty vacation this season. But if you throw a shitty...
Hers was a getaway. It wasn't a vacation.
Fine, it was an overnight. So I guess maybe. But honestly, still horrid. No, I really think if you throw a shitty lunch, that should be... You should forfeit your salary or something for the year. You should have to go to Bravo rehab or something like that, where you have to learn how to throw a damn event.
That was worse. So her shitty lunch was worse than her trying to get Angie to dig up dirt on Meredith?
Yes.
Or a friend? Okay. So, yeah, I think that Angie K was seeing red because, Lisa was supposed to be the one in the hot seat. And then Meredith was kind of like, oh, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
I don't know. I mean, Meredith always stands up for Lisa. I always expect her to. She did this time. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Whatever. Oh, two more final mysteries. One, Lisa's reading why do you feel like you're rebuilding trust from our psychic friend? And she starts to cry. I mean, it really to me makes me think there's something to this whole Amex lawsuit thing, because again, it's part of the whatever the thing they submitted is that she wanted to hide it from John. And so I really think if there's trust being rebuilt, I think that could very much be part of it. And what I wish we started the episode with when we said, hey, we're wondering things. Who is Soup Man? Who is Soup Man?
That better come in due time. We better understand what that reference was.
I mean, Lisa's known to be full of shit. I mean, God, the whole hot mic moment of her family that poses, she's known to just talk insane shit when she's mad and feels cornered. And like it's to me, it reminds me of and you know, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not, but it actually kind of made me think of Portia just freestyle lying on Candy Burris years and years and years ago, over a decade ago. At this point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see how that goes. But that's all I got on Salt Lake, I think.
Samesies. A good episode as usual. Women are unhinged. Lots of red flags.
By design. If it wasn't, wouldn't watch it.
All right. Up next is our Music Excite Times. And we are so excited that the Lost Prophets singer Ian Watkins.
He did. I think it's very rare that I contribute to Music Excite Times. This was my contribution to Music Excite Times. I said, here's my note. Ian Watkins of Lost Prophets killed in prison.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Next bullet. Fuck that guy. He sucks. For context, I don't want to get into the gruesome details, but I know it's a little bit of a naughty little whoopsie-doo to, you know, dance when someone gets murdered or whatever and be thrilled about it. I want you to understand. Think of all of the worst celebrity predators that you can think of the last decade or two.
Hell, 5 years.
Yeah, I promise.
At this point.
Well, I've casted a wider net here, but I promise you it's worse. There are children, there are babies, there are animals. Mm-hmm. It is some of the worst stuff I've ever heard. I remember when I found out about it, like when I first heard about what he had done, I was like, I was young at the time, but I was stunned. I mean, he is truly the OG evil emo musician, unfortunately. And not for nothing, but the song Rooftop sucks. It's a bad song. He sings it bad. The chorus is corny. The lyrics suck. I knew I will say Shinobi versus Dragon Ninja. I did used to like that song when I was younger.
No, you don't have to admit things, bro.
I mean, this is before all that was going on. But this is also before they really leaned into full emo. That was when they were kind of trying to be like a post-hardcore band type thing. Like they kind of wanted to be more like, I don't want to say Glassjaw, but that's the first thing that jumps out at me that they might have wanted to be. But goddamn, Rooftops is a dumpster fire of a song, and honestly, he should have been put in jail for that preemptively. Because it is bad.
Yeah, and I found this TikTok user who was sharing her experience she had when she went to a Lost Prophets concert when she was around 16 years old. And she said that Ian came into the crowd and like kissed and caressed the many children in there. And then under her video are so many comments of people saying the same thing. Like they're 13, 14, 15 at one of his shows. He took them backstage. He like touched them. So rest in piss. We're excited.
Yeah.
that music.
Glad he's gone. Still don't listen to the discography just because I don't care and most of it's bad. But yeah, forget P. Diddy, he's P. Shitty. Forget R. Kelly, he's R. Crappy. I don't know.
R. Shitty.
He's R. Killy. R. Kill Me. That's a better one. This has been Reality Emo Pun Corner.
Goodbye. We were supposed to talk about the starting line, though, for real. So our real Music Excite Times is the starting line's new album, Eternal Youth. Woo!
Yeah, so I alluded to this last week because I know there's a lot more that's come out about Taylor Swift and just like a lot of stuff with the Opalite song and some dog whistles and that, and her crazy SS lightning bolt necklace, because you cannot tell me you don't see that that's clearly the symbol in there, plus the 8-pointed star. I mean, that's just crazy. I'm not even saying that she's explicitly a Nazi or anything. I'm literally just saying like somebody should have stopped this and someone should be fired. Someone had authority over this to make sure this ridiculous thing didn't come out. But either way, all that aside, Life of a Showgirl is a dog-ass album. It's bad. That's 45 minutes of my life. I'm never getting back.
I say this every episode how bad this album is.
I think it warrants it. But Eternal Youth was the palate cleanser. I listened to this starting line album. Monique had told me it was really good.
It's my album of the year.
It's fantastic, and it really washed away the misery of Life of a Showgirl out of my ears. It's fantastic. And I mean, I made the joke before of like, oh no way, Monique, a Will Yip record that you love. But yes, if usually at this point, if Will Yip touches it, it's gonna be a banger.
I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's every track, it's hard for me to sometimes listen to an album just straight through with every track, but I found myself on walks just I will listen to that album over and over again. I have no notes about it. There's some that even feel reminiscent to Personnel,
I think it's got all of Kenny's bands.
Yeah. And
which also means Personnel's not coming back.
Boo. But I don't care if they keep putting out music like this, whatever. I want need Personnel to come back.
Do you have a favorite?
I'm bad with the song names.
Oh, all good. Here's my suggestion: is if you're unsure and just want to get your feet wet.
I like the one before and after Eternal Youth, and I only remember the name of Eternal Youth because it's the album name.
Oh, Defeating the Purpose and Pivot. I think Defeating the Purpose and Pivot. That's a really good one because it actually reminds me of it structurally reminds me of Starting Over, Slow Down by The Dangerous Summer, and the fact that it's like sometimes producers will work with you as a writer on this, where they'll see two separate songs that work well together, but like really are not strong enough to truly stand on their own as a complete idea. And you just kind of put them together in certain ways. And so Defeating the Purpose is technically the first half of that track. And then at the bridge, it becomes the next song, Pivot. But it's seamless. It's a long one. It's like a 6-minute song. But I think it makes the most of it. It's a really good one. And then right before that is Circulate. Big fan of that one as well.
Yeah, you taught me what that one was about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's about like a blunt rotation, which solid. Or maybe it's blunt rotation as metaphor. Who knows? Or maybe I'm bad at reading lyrics.
And then I also like Curveball. That's the one after Eternal Youth.
Yep.
That's the one that reminds me of a Personnel song too.
Yeah.
But
I think that's why it's my least favorite, but it's still great. It's still great. Personnel never hit for me. I don't know why. I think my brain's broken.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I know it is.
The signs are there.
And then Blame, I like his little he like has a little scream in it. And there's one, I think it's Enjoyment, where we hear his like upper register.
Yep.
Everything about this album, again, I could go on because every song is just perfection to me, and they are gonna tour with it.
Yeah, you can tell they had a lot of fun making it too. Like, oh my God, Benchmark, the final track on the record. I mean, it's just it's very like it's a really good song and it's really well put together. But it's also like it kind of all hinges around like a very fun hammer-on style like bass groove, and I think it just kind of it really lands. It comes together really well. Also, honestly, Kenny has no business singing and playing bass that good, or I should say, playing bass that good while he sings. Because
it ain't right, boy.
Yeah, he really did a good job.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to miss them anymore. Somebody did miss them. So speaking,
I see what you're trying to do there.
So that's all we got for Music Excite. And going on to our special report, speaking of the starting line, they will be going on tour starting technically October 21st in Seattle, Washington. Kenny is doing a solo set in Las Vegas, and they will be at We're Young Fest. But their tour will kick off officially in October in Seattle. They also will be doing 2 shows in Philly for Reconnect 2025. Pretty sure both sold out already. So awesome. And State Champs, they're celebrating 10 years of Around the World and Back. They'll be joined on tour with Cartel, Origami Angel, Real Friends, Driveways, Harrison Gordon, Broadside, Just Friends, and a few others.
It's a lot of bands. Are they going to have time to play?
It's only 8 shows, so there will be select bands at each of them.
I see.
And then the format, they were our Music Excite last week because I went to New York to see them and got home at 3 a.m.
Yeah, so was it worth it?
It was so worth it, but
now that you know they're going on tour?
Announced a tour. They're touring this spring in support of their new album, Boycott Heaven.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Phantom Planet's going to be on that one.
Yes, sir. So they'll be joined by Ben Queller, Phantom Planet, Adult Mom, Piebald, and Limbeck. And those are all, again, on select dates.
She wants us to fly to Colorado for the Phantom Planet show.
And to see Colorado. Or we could do Utah. We could do either
I'm
of those.
not going to the Salt Lake, where the many heavy metals in the lake can make me more insane.
Oh, yeah. I shouldn't make fun of how unhinged they are, because I forgot about that. They're all poisoned with arsenic.
They're all rich. Well, I mean, we know Angie's rich. Lisa might not be. I'm not sure.
Oh, shit.
Again, I'm just saying she had the opportunity to produce a rebuttal credit card and she didn't. So
The shade.
Well, it was already they were in a pissing contest already. So like now suddenly when it sticks out, you don't want to piss.
Well, that's all we got for you, saddies.
I'm a poet.
Thanks for listening.
If you like what you heard today, you can go find us on all the socials at reality_emos. That's going to be mostly TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. If you're on Facebook, stop. And aside from that, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.